Hello, and thank you for tuning in for the first edition of Johnny Dee's Opinion. Now, I hope this can become a weekly edition on the different aspects of the current news. So here's my opinion of what's been going on the last week or so. There's been a lot of controversy about this guy that got up during one of Trump's town hall meetings and said that Obama was a Muslim and that all Muslims should be kicked out of the country. Now, Trump basically shrugged it off. You know, he hears this all the time, so he doesn't care. He shrugged it off, some drunk talking. But then the media goes crazy over this. And then we have Ben Carson, Dr. Ben Carson, basically, in his opinion, a Muslim should not be president of the United States of America. Of course, he was accused of Islamophobia, and all the Muslim activists came out and said that, how could he say a thing like that? We're a peaceful, loving people. We're trying to be American citizens and all of that. Now, why does this happen? Because when these terrorist attacks happen in the name of Islam, I don't hear a lot of condemning this by the Islamic community. They basically are silent. Maybe there's a little peep here and there. But then soon as something comes out that shows some kind of bigotry towards Muslims, it's all over the news and everything. Like this kid that brought in what he said was a science project, that he was building a clock to bring into the school. Well, you've all seen pictures of it, correct? It looks like a bomb. It's all kind of wires sticking out all over the place. I don't see a clock there. And basically what he did is he took a clock apart, he put the pieces together like that, and brought it into school. And what it is, it was a setup. They wanted the administration in the school to call the authorities and everything so they can claim Islamophobia. Okay? And it basically was a setup. You know, listen. Now, it turns out that this kid's father was a Muslim activist and planned this whole thing. He wanted to ride on the political correctness, Islamophobia trend. But this is what you peaceful Muslims have to do. You have to come out and condemn this. You can't let this go on. You can't just keep on playing the political correct end of it all the time. If you are so-called peaceful, you have to condemn it. Now, people bring up Timothy McVeigh. You remember him? He blew up a federal building, okay? And people say, well, you know, compare him with the Islamic terrorist. But I'll tell you this, and I would bet on this. They captured him, they prosecuted him, and they executed him very quickly, and I bet you the people that did it were Christians. Because if you have this cancer within your group, you have to root it out. Otherwise, people are just going to look at you that you're complicit with this terrorism. You have to cut it out, okay? You have to come out in public. Now, maybe it's fear. If you're afraid, well, you know, what can I say? You're in America. You know, people will defend you. And the thing is, if they see that you are against this terrorism, that the American people are sealed, they'll defend you. But if you're silent when this terrorism happens and, you're only worried about being discriminated against, well, then people are going to say, well, maybe you agree with them. Well, that's all I have for now. And this is Johnny Dee's Opinion signing off until next week. And you all have a good day. And God bless America.